Hello everyone, thanks for joining AVI TECH-LEARN. So today we're going to learn new application, MS Word. In MS Word we're going to learn new concept, tables. So this video is going to be very interesting. Please don't skip the video, watch the full video. So where you're going to learn new thing today, that is tables in MS Word. So it will be used in any field. We can make the tables, we can make the formulas in MS Word. Usually the formulas will work for the Excel, but here in MS Word, we can make the formula after giving some values. Let us see this, how it will work. Please don't skip the video. It's going to be very interesting. And please like the video, share the video, and don't forget to press that button. Which button? I hope everyone knows that which button I'm talking about. Thank you very much for pressing that subscribe button. Okay, let's start creating table. So now how to open MS Word? Just hold the Windows key, press R. When you do that, you can see there is one dialog box is appear on the screen, that is called Run dialog box. In the Run dialog box already it is written WinWord. So WINWORD. So this is when I click OK. My version, Microsoft Word version is 2010. This is one way of opening. This is the best way of opening. I'm going to minimize this now. The other way is just go to the start and search for the Microsoft Office. You can see here, if it is installed in your system, Microsoft Office, you're going to find MS Word, the version, whichever the version you have installed. I have installed 2010. So you'll get the version 2003, 7, 10, 13, 16 and the latest version 19. You can install and you can work. I have installed already 2010. I can open. So this is one way of opening. Okay, let us open this. I already minimize this. Okay, I have opened your MS Word. Now I'll go to Insert tab. I'm going to click on Table. In the table, you can go for this also. We can insert the rows and column whichever you want. But best way of inserting the table is just go to the option called Insert Table. Click the Insert Table and we have number of columns and number of rows. So how many numbers, how many rows you want, you can decide it. So right now I'm going to decide number of columns 10 and the number of rows by clicking here. Number of rows I'm going to write here 7, or you can do manually. Click backspace. I can write the number 7. Click at the last backspace. See, I'm pressing backspace and I'm going to write here manually 10. This way also you can do it. Make sure you select only fixed column width and give it OK. You can click on this button, OK. So as soon as you insert the table, you can see a number of columns 10 and number of rows 7 as in. So as soon as you insert the table, you're going to see the two tabs, Design tab and the Layout tab, right? So when I click outside the table, you can see those two tabs is not there. So always remember, whenever you insert something from the Insert tab, you'll get extra tabs where you can modify your work or format the work. So right now I have to format the table. I have to do some work in the table with the formatting. So for that, I have to click inside the table. You can see the Design tab and the Layout tab. So with the help of this Design and the Layout, we're going to format the table and we do our work. Okay, let us select the table first. So when I say select the table, you have to click on this option. You can see here we are selecting the table. After selection the table, or when you are inside the table or the selection table, you're going to see the Design tab. When you click somewhere out of the table, you're not going to see that Design and the Layout tab. This you should be aware when you're working in table. So let us click on this table, selection tool. This is called selection tool. Click on the selection, we'll get the Design tab. In the Design tab, there is an option called line style. The first option, line style. See, I want to take the cursor at there. I'm going to take the cursor just on that. You can see the line style has come. Click on the line style, whichever the line you want. When I scroll here, we have some multiple lines here. I'm going to select one line. So as soon as I select the line, I'll get the pencil tool. So don't do anything with the pencil. We can do by clicking here. We can click one by one. So what happens here? We're not going to do exactly what we want. We cannot do the format exact what format we want, right? So don't do this option. Don't select the pencil. Even though you get the pencil, don't do anything. Okay. So make sure after selecting the line, click on the line style. Go to the borders. Go to borders. Click the borders. Select all borders. You can see here. We got the borders. We also have your styles. You can see here table styles, but we are not going for the table styles. When I click on this, we get the table here. When I click on this, when I click here, and I'll get the table styles. This is already inbuilt styles, but we are not doing any inbuilt styles. We are doing our own formatting table, right? We are doing our own format. So what we did, we selected the table. We went to the line style. We have selected one line. We got the pencil tool. We didn't do anything with the pencil. We just went to borders and we selected all borders. You can see here, we got the all borders. Now how to color the borders? This one. Again, select the table. Go to design tab. Just below the design tab, there is a pen color. So before going to pen color, there is a thickness of the border you can increase. The line already you selected. If you want to increase the thickness of that border, you can increase. We can go to this thickness. You can increase the size of the thickness. So we have some options. You can choose any among this option. When I choose this option, you can see the thickness of the border we're going to increase. Select. Now I have selected here. I'm going to the borders, all borders. You can see here the thickness of the border is increased. If you don't want the thickness, you want normal thickness, select this again. Go back to the borders, all borders. You already selected the line style. Only thing is you are increasing the. So this is borders is done. What about the color of the border? Just go to the pen color. In the design tab, there is a pen color. Select any one of the pen color. I'm going to select the red. Selected. Again go back to the borders. Click all borders once. And click all borders twice. So for the coloring you have to do twice. See, we got the color red. The border is done. Now I'm going to write here. I'm going to write my YouTube channel name, Tech-LEARN. After this, I have to keep this AVI TECH-LEARN in one row. How to make that? So you can see here AVI TECH-LEARN. It is in one cell. I have to keep this complete AVI TECH-LEARN complete from first to till last. I have to select this row for that, right? I need to select the row from first to till last. So how to select this one? There is two way of selection. You can select by clicking here with the help of the mouse here. I'm selecting. Click mouse. Usually we use the left button. Use that one and select. It is selected. Or other way of selection is click here. Hold shift. Don't leave the shift. Use the right arrow mark key. See, I'm selecting. I'm not leaving the shift. By holding shift, I'm selecting the text. See, at the last, when it select, it moves the second cell, third cell, fourth cell, and it's going to reach till last. I'm pressing the right arrow mark key. Holding shift, I'm pressing right arrow mark key. See, the last I have pressed. Then leave your shift. Then go to the layout. Go to layout. And there is a word called merge cell. When I merge this, we have merged that complete AVI TECH-LEARN in one cell. But it is not in the center, right? The center, to bring it center, in the layout itself, there is a alignment. You can see here, there is alignment. Click on this alignment, will bring it in the center. But I want to increase the size of this AVI TECH-LEARN. For that, I have to go Home tab. Click the Home tab. And we have your size increase. You can see your font size increase. And even the shortcut key it shows. We don't want to learn the shortcut key right now. I'm going to make complete video for the shortcut keys. How to use the shortcut keys in MS Word. All those things I'm going to make complete video. So just click on this. We have increased size. We can increase the size over here, any of this number. as per the number it's going to increase. See, I'm increasing the size, it is increased. Or you can go for this also, the big A and small a, what you see here. When I increase here, by clicking here I can increase the size, by clicking here I can decrease the size. This is font size. Font style, how to do the font style? Click here next to the font size and choose any of your font style. Say I'm going to select one font style. This is done. Now output the color for the table. Color for table, if you want to put same color for, you are going to select the whole table again. Click, go to design, there is a word called shading. Shading, and click any of the color. So this whole thing we're going to select. Right? Select the whole thing. Let me make it white. Only AVI TECH-LEARN. I have kept my cursor in the AVI TECH-LEARN. You can see here, it is here. Just go to the shading, select the color which you want. See, it is done. Now I'm going to write here name, and I'm going to write here subject. I'm going to write here computer subjects, like I'm going to write here Scratch, C language, C++, and I'm going to write here Java, Python, HTML, CSS, okay, HTML, HTML, CSS, and I'm going to write here too. The next part is I'm going to write your name like Matthew. Use the tab. I'm using the tab to move the cell. Say I'm using the tab. Same thing I did for the first one, or you can use the arrow mark also, or arrow mark down. You can see here I'm using left arrow mark, down arrow mark, use the tab. So I'm using the down arrow mark now. Joel, Parth, Karthik, and Mark. See, I have used some names here. Okay, I have used some names. Let me put some marks here. I'm going to put some marks for the subjects. You can see here I have added some marks for the subjects. But this table is not a proper formatting. So the formatting is nothing but everything should be in the normal. The table is not in the format. Let us make proper format for this. So I'm going to select the whole table again. Then you can see the text is not in the center. The text, whatever you have here, numbers and text, it is not in the center, right? So we need to make the center. Again, we go back to the layout. Click on the layout. Click this alignment. Click on center alignment. It has come center. And the text is not, and text also we have to change the size as well as style. Now you go to the home tab. So don't select the AVI TECH-LEARN. Select only the name till last. I'm selecting with the help of the mouse, or you can select with the help of the shift key, like shift, arrow mark towards the right side, and at the last when you reach, hold shift, press arrow mark towards down. I'm pressing arrow mark, holding shift, I'm pressing arrow mark down. So this is also you can do it. The next, after selection of this, we'll go to the home tab and make it bold. If you want, you can make it bold. You can increase the size by going here or by clicking this big A. You can see here, you can increase the size. How much you want, you can increase the size. Now you want to change the font style, you can change the font style by going here. So you can see here, I have changed the font style. I have changed the font style. Still it is not in the proper order. So after this, I need to color for this one. I have to put the background color for this. Name, scratch, subjects, all this thing. I'm going to select the first row of this one. Go back to the design and shading. Put some shading here. You can see here I have put some shading. And even for the names, I'm going to select the names. You can see I'm selecting the name. Go back to the shading. Change the color for the names. You can change the color for names. Whichever the color you want, you can change it. I'm going to keep one color. If you want to change the color for the marks, you can change the color for marks too. So I'm going to go back to the shading after selection. Shading, you can change the color if you want. See here, I can change the color. I have changed the color. The last part what we are going to learn is totaling. How to total this one? I'm going to keep my cursor here. After this, I have to go back to the layout tab. In the layout, there is a last option called formula. When I click this formula, we have this option called is equals to sum left. So this, when you keep your cursor, all the left value, whatever you have here, you're going to add it. When I don't change anything this, just give it OK. You can see here we're getting the value 400. Okay, let us do the second one. Click here, go back to the layout formula. So we are getting now the previous one. What we are getting, we were getting the previous one left. Now we are getting above. So when I click this above, what happens? We're going to get the same answer 400. But the value is what we are getting, the value is wrong, right? This is not the answer we want. So how to correct this one? Go back to the formula again. We have here sum is equals to sum above. Change this above. Keep your cursor just after E. Change this above. By mistake if you have deleted this one, is equals to sum hold shift press 9, that is open bracket, left hold shift press 0, hold shift press 9 open bracket, hold shift press 0, that is close bracket. Now give it OK here. You can see here we are getting 502. Let me do this 3 also. I'm going to click again here, go to formula, we're getting above again, so change that above to left. If it comes left, okay, not a problem. If it comes above, you'll get the same answer what is there above. So I'm going to write here left, okay. Again go back to the formula, see it is coming, okay, my cursor is there. Again go back to the form, click on this, go back to the formula, and it is there again above, make it left. See here, we got the answers. As per the rules, we are getting the answers. So this is done. See, when we started, it was just a normal table, right? So we are formatted the table with the values and with the names and the background color. We have changed the font style, change the font color. If you want to change the font color, you can change the font color too. Select this, go back to the home tab. We have here font color. If you want, you can change the font color too. You can see here I have changed the font color. Now in this, I want to insert one image inside the table. How to insert that image? Okay, I did one mistake here actually. What is the mistake? See here, actually the scratch Matthew got 90. So let me make this, the total is 400. So we actually got 90 in scratch. I'm going to make it this 90, but the total is not changing, right? How to change this total? I cannot go back again to the layout tab, delete this total, go to the layout tab, click on the formula. I cannot do all those process. I can do it, but why I want to waste the time, right? I don't want to waste the time. So after changing this 90, I'm going to select this complete row. I want to update this total, right? Press F9 function key. See here, when I press F9 function key, we are getting updated with the total 470. Let me make the changes for this one. That is Karthik got 80 marks. Karthik got 80 marks in C language, but the total is not changing. Again go back to this first cell, select the first to last row, the Karthik, press just F9 function key. We are updated the total. This is where we can update it. So if you want to add one more column after CSS or just before the total, I need to add one more column here. I forgot to add one more subject. How to add that one? You just select this CSS. Select the CSS with the help of the mouse or with the help of the keys, shift arrow mark towards down. So I'm going to select this one. I need after CSS one more column, right? After selection, in the layout tab, there is a option called insert left, insert right, insert below, insert above. So we need after CSS, right? After CSS means insert right. When I click on this insert after selection, you can see here I'm going to click on insert right. So we're getting one more column. You can see here we're getting one more column, but it is very small. But when I write here JavaScript, you can see there is one more column has come this side. Means we didn't add any column here. We added extra column, right? But for that one, extra column is added here also. We need to merge this one. We have to select this part. Again, we have to merge the cell. See, it is merged. So if you want to update this, select the whole thing now. Press F9 function key. You can see here the whole table got updated because we added extra column. And here we need color. We have your shading. Select the shading whatever we have done. So I think just go to the shading and select the color what you applied for that. So we got it. Extra column we added. So if you want to add extra rows down here, I want to add some more rows here. So for that you have to click this at the last row, press the tab. So press the tab. Automatically when you press the tab, you can see your extra row is added here. When I go back to, by pressing tab, and I go back to the last column again, last cell, press the tab. See, I'm adding the extra tab, extra row. Press the tab, I'm adding the extra row. So how much ever you want, you can add it. So I'm going to make undo, Control Z undo. Okay, this is come out. Okay, this we are deleted. Next is I want to add some rows between Joel and Parth. I need how to add that one. Just select the Joel. Select the Joel in the lever tab. Click the lever tab. Just insert below. Right? Insert below, right? You can see here. Insert below. If I want to add just above the Karthik and just below the Parth, select the Karthik or select the Parth. If you select the Parth, what happen? You have to click on insert below. If I select the Karthik, I have to click insert above. You can see here I have inserted above. So this is how you can add extra row here. But you cannot use tab here. You cannot use the tab. Tab doesn't work here. When I use tab here, you can see here tab doesn't work. It moves to the next cell. But when you are at the last cell, when you use the tab, it will work. You can insert the extra row. I'm using the tab now. My cursor is the last cell. I'm using the tab. Now I'm going to make this one merge. Select the whole 3 rows. I'll go back to the layout. I'm going to click on the merge. See, I have merged. I want to change the color for this. Just click here. Go to the design. Just see my cursor is here. Wherever I merged, go to design. Click on the shading. Whichever color you want, you can apply. See, I have changed the color. Now in this merge cell, I want to insert one image. How to insert the image? Just go to the insert. I'm going to click on the clip picture. I'm going to select this logo. Insert. You can see here, I have inserted my YouTube logo, but it has fit in that complete area. And when you insert the image, always remember you'll get extra tab. You can see here, we got extra. Previously we had 2 tabs, design and the layout, which was useful for table. Now we got one more tab that is called format. This is for the image, whatever image we have inserted. This, remember always, when you insert the picture, it will be in one position. Which position that is? See, I am in the insert picture. See, I am going to click somewhere here. The format has gone. When I click the picture, the format has come. So when you insert the picture, it is in one position. That is, when I go to the position here, it will be in line with text. Here, whenever you insert the picture, you cannot move the picture wherever you want. See here, I am trying to move the picture by dragging here. It will not move. Means it is fixed. Always remember, you cannot move as soon as you insert the picture. You need to change the position. I can change the position now. I can change the position. Let me make this size small. Then I can move wherever I want. See here? If I go back to the position, click on the inline, I cannot move the position where I want. Now, when I go to the position, click any among this position. I'm going to click on the center. So wherever you want, you can move the picture. Let me fix this one. The complete picture is fixed. I have changed my complete table. I have created one table now. So this is how we can make the table. So when we started, it was just a normal table. Now we have done one formatting. Right? So make sure do practice so you'll get to an idea. Please pause the video wherever you get confused. Pause the video and see and practice. So please do like the video, share the video and subscribe the video. Thank you very much for joining AVI TECH-LEARN.